Okay, go through them with me.
Oh, can't we just do this?
Help me. I'm confused.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's good. Patronize me. No, seriously, no shade. That actually will help. Okay, I'll start. L is for lesbian. Obviously, I'm on top of that one, so to speak.
Darling.
And G is for gay, and that means both men and women.
Mostly men in this context.
Aren't women gay too?
They are, but when people hear gay, they think men first and women second, if at all.
So that's why the L comes first.
Exactly.
Feminism.
Visibility.
Women. I hate being scrutinized. Always want to be seen.
B is bisexual, only aren't bisexuals just gay, basically? I mean, when they're with the same-sex partner, they're gay. Well... Which means when they're with the opposite sex, they're all just, well...
Here we go.
Well, they're straight, aren't they?
No, they're bisexual with an opposite-sex partner.
See, I'm confused already.
Look, a pescatarian doesn't have to eat fish with every meal to prove they're not just a vegetarian, do they?
But how long do you need to be with one sex before your bisexual license expires, and then you're just gay or straight?
There isn't a license, Jamie.
OK.
Bisexuals are always being dismissed as lacking commitment, confused or closeted. Hence the term bisexual erasure. Hence the label on a letter.
To remind us
that they exist and aren't unicorns.
That it's an actual sexuality.
Which it is.
Two, in fact. What?
Let's move on, shall we?
T for trans.
T for trans.
But
But
trans isn't a sexuality, is it? Or is it? Or what did we decide at the last great gay gathering?
it's not a list.
Sorry, LGBT blah, blah, blah gathering.
It's not a list of sexualities. It's a list of identities.
But don't some trans people consider themselves to be straight?
Sometimes, yeah.
So if they're not lesbian, gay or bisexual, then why are they on the list?
Because they're subject to homophobia just like the rest of us. Because if the Nazis came and kicked our doors down, they'd round up the trans people along with the other deviants. Bigotry doesn't discriminate.
So after T is...
Q.
Ah, OK, cool, yeah. The Q word,
Queer.
which is not gay,
It includes gay.
but it is more than gay.
Some people don't relate to the word gay or lesbian or trans.
So what are they?
Lots of things.
Lots of things.
Definitely not straight.
As in kinky.
Maybe. Cross-dressing or cisgender and dating a trans person.
I guess that is kind of queer.
And they might choose to own that label.
But what if it has, you know,
Do I?
painful connotations? Like, they grew up all the time being called queer, and not in a good way.
It's been reclaimed.
Oh, as in the M word.
Let's not go
So
down...
it's OK if queer people say it, but not straight people.
Non-queer people.
What's the difference?
See above.
So anyone can say that they're queer if they feel like it.
If they feel like it, why not?
Oh my God, that's so confusing. Next.
So there's another Q.
So there's two Qs.
Two Qs.
Queer and quirky?
Questioning
Questioning.
their gender role or sexuality.
But if they haven't made up their mind yet, why are they on the list? They could be straight and cisgendered.
Cisgendered.
To make them feel welcome.
Welcome, OK.
We're all on a journey. Who knows what's in the future?
So they could be straight, cisgendered, but procrastinating?
Or confused.
Or curious.
Or hetero-flexible.
Isn't that just bisexual?
You can visit a country and not have to move there.
You can eat pizza and not be Italian.
Or you could immigrate.
Or you might just be a tourist.
OK. We're going deep now. What's the I stand for? Besides, in my case, ignorant.
Intersex. Born with some elements of the sexual or reproductive organs of both sexes.
Like having a penis and a womb.
There's tons of possibilities. undiscovered ovaries, undescended testes.
Don't the doctors discover these things at birth?
Sometimes. And sometimes they decide to operate and decide the sex of the person without their permission.
There are any babies.
Exactly.
Can't make a decision.
Exactly. Which means that the parents, or sometimes even the doctor, without even consulting the parents, make a decision to remove a body part or characteristic and decide the child's sex without knowing that child's gender identity.
But then they grow up with both sets of equipment.
Yes.
Wouldn't they be... You want me to say it so you can catch me being politically incorrect? Okay. They'd be different.
Maybe it's their job to be different. Maybe it's our opportunity to accommodate difference.
Okay.
Isn't that what love is? Isn't that what life is?
Okay. So, intersex activists are saying when they grow up, they should be able to choose their gender identity.
Sort of.
Like trans.
It's not about choosing an identity. It's about realizing it.
See, I'm way out my depth. Not drowning yet, though. What's next?
A. For asexual. People who don't want sex, who don't experience sexual desire. Well, that's not a sexuality then, is it? It's the absence of one.
That's how it looks to those who aren't actually experiencing it.
Yeah, but let's face it, the Nazis aren't coming for them, are they? They're harmless. Aren't they just a bit shy?
Why are you picking fights with me?
I'm just asking questions.
You're provoking conflict. Why do you care what people call themselves or want to be called anyway?
Because of this, because it's like a crime to ask questions.
Yeah, but there's ways of asking. You haven't asked one positive question or made one positive statement on behalf of anyone. All that matters to you is that learning 12 more letters is too oppressive, too much work. You don't complain that there's too many ways to say hot, do you?
Too many ways to say
boiling, baking, burning, sizzling, searing, scorching, sweltering. Is that too many? Is that too complicated? Or is it just a rich vocabulary to help us be more accurate or nuanced or poetic? How about where you live? Are there too many towns? Too many districts? Too many street names to remember? Too many addresses? What is so complicated about a world where everyone is included and acknowledged? Where is the crime in putting a little bit of effort into building a world that is safer for all of us? How about being more open-minded and generous? How about making lists that embrace as many people as possible instead of minting excuses to exclude others? How about not debating other people's right to exist? How about having some good old-fashioned manners and hospitality and basic human kindness? It's 12 letters, Dian. LGBTQIAAPP2S. You can remember 12 letters and a number, and you can make a bit of effort to be generous and inclusive and kind.
Oh my God, you are so hot right now.
Oh!
When you fight for what you believe in, you are just so.
Don't patronize me, Sam.
How am I patronizing you?
You might as well say you're so cute when you're angry.
Well, you are.
Or you're not cute when you're deliberately being stupid.
Wow. Okay. So it's open arms to everyone as long as they don't ask questions.
Sam!
I'm just trying to understand. What are all these definitions and labels for? To open up discussions or to shut them down?
Okay. Sorry.
So am I. Is there a second, eh?
That's not.
No?
Yes.
I don't suppose it stands for asking, like questioning.
Allies.
Allies.
Please don't start.
Is that a gender or a sexuality?
We all need allies, don't we?
So that's basically everyone.
I wish.
Anyone that doesn't hate us gets their own float of pride.
Yeah, why not?
Or is there a test they have to pass? Do they have to have memorized the pride alphabet?
I'm not having this conversation with you.
Because it's too much work.
Because it's making me want to stop loving you.
You can love allies and not hating you, but you can't love me for challenging you.
Do you want me to leave?
No.
You just want me to stop asking questions?
It's not the questions.
It's not the questions.
It's the way you ask them. I never thought that you were so...
Ignorant?
Intolerant.
Prefer inquisitive? Thought you did too.
P. Next letter's P. For pansexual. The ability to love somebody regardless of their gender, sexuality, or category.
That's nice. Or is it just slutty? Or maybe it's both. Slutty can be nice. And then there's...
Then there's polyamorous.
Now there's a mouthful. Probably literally. What's it mean?
People who are in more than one consenting relationship. Well?
Did I say anything?
Oh, no judgments, no disqualifications. You don't think they're greedy or self-indulgent or irrelevant, despite the fact that they're just being honest about something countless couples are doing and not naming or owning.
Am I allowed to?
Ben.
Actually, I thought the next one was polysexual, but that's just the same as pansexual, which isn't slutty and wouldn't be a problem if it was. Okay? Isn't there another one? Hey, teacher?
Come on, babe. You're not going to drag me through the whole LGBT alphabet and you're going to drop out in the final round?
I don't want to play this game anymore. When did you become so closed?
You tell me. I'm just trying to understand, why can't we either be gay or straight?
Because the world isn't like that. Nature isn't like that. People are complicated. What, do you think everyone in the world should just be called Janet or John?
Okay.
No, seriously. Do you think there are too many names to go around? Too many genders? Too many types of apple? Too many stars in the sky to give each one a name? Too many people to love? Too much choice?
No. Definitely not.
Two-spirit. It's what Native Americans have called their gender non-conforming tribespeople for centuries. Some were encouraged to marry, and some of them were celebrated as gifts from nature, and others were given sacred positions. So female-born warriors and hunters took on wives, and some male-born two-spirits took on husbands. Everyone was given a place.
Wow. That's beautiful. Really beautiful.
I know.